Hello beautiful beings, and welcome back to the channel. I hope this video helps you grow into the person you want to be, into the truth of who you are. On that topic directly, I want to talk about energy, physical energy and your vibrational frequency energy, and something that I see a lot of people doing that lowers both of those significantly, and they have no idea that they're doing it. And it all can be summarized in this saying, and I'm going to not say it perfectly, but it's the gist of it. You're not doing too much, you're just not doing enough of what sets your soul on fire. And I'm sure you guys have met people who are like, how do they have all of this energy? Why are they at such a high frequency? How are they happy? How are they navigating through that with so much? Like, what's going on here? This is a superhuman. They're different from me. But actually, those people are connected into their deepest purpose. And I know a lot of people are trying to navigate to do things that are better for them. They're trying to do their yoga and their meditation and their healing work and their exercise and their this and their that. And while those things are really awesome, if they are not what you're meant to be doing at this time, they are just another thing weighing you down and draining your energy. So you have to take stock of what you're putting your time and energy into and what you think you need to be putting your time and energy into. Write down a list of those things and then chuck it and throw it away and say, I'm done. I'm done giving myself lists of things that aren't true to me. And then I want you to tune into yourself and say, what do I, and oftentimes you can tune in more deeply by saying, what does the child within want to do? And go to that illogical place and let those illogical answers come forward. And they might be big or they might be small. It might be, I just really want to nap for 12 minutes in the grass. It might be, I really want to go to the water, the lake, the ocean. It might be, I really want to have that treat in the freezer. It might be, I really want to sing or dance or do that art class. I really want to call this one person. I really want to sit in front of the mirror and give myself the love and quality time and attention I've been craving. It's going to be different for everyone. Everyone's at different places. Everyone's a different person. That's why we can't prescribe the same thing for everyone. I can't tell you, you need to meditate in the morning. I want you to, do a hypnotherapy session with me. And then I want you to eat this specific thing. And then before nighttime, I want you to do yoga. You might think to yourself, wow, that sounds really healthy, and that's like what I'm striving for. But if it's not what your soul is meant to be doing at this moment, it's still going to drain you, even if it looks nice. There's certain foods that are absolute cure-alls and rejuvenators and revitalizers for people, and they could kill someone else. We are all the same, but we are all different. And when you can tune in authentically to yourself, I promise you, if you listen to that, if you even incorporate that into 10 or 15% of your life, I know a lot of you are husbands, wives, parents, or you're caring for parents, you're busy human beings with things to do. There's no excuse for not incorporating these things that light your soul on fire. As a mom, if you want to be a writer, you need to start writing or look for an online writing class if you don't have a way to get out of the house. You have to make time for what sets your soul on fire and get rid of the things that you think are necessary that aren't actually necessary or benefiting you. And this takes some refining and fine-tuning, and a lot of times you'll find what sets your soul on fire are the things you've had kind of like the most anxiety or resistance to. You know, like maybe you've just known you need to go sit by the river, but you haven't done it for months and months or a year or years. When you go sit by that river, it's going to nourish you. Maybe you've wanted to take a class and you've always been afraid to, and you've always put it on the back burner, and you always said, after the kids grow up, or after this happens, or after that. When you take that class, you're probably going to feel an adrenaline rush. You're probably going to feel out of your element, but you're going to feel so fucking alive. And it's going to be amazing. And you just bring in 10 or 15% of that into your life, and it is going to fortify you in such a way that everything else in your life is better. It's infused with that energy. You're gonna love your kids with that energy. You're gonna clean the house with that energy. You're gonna do your job with that energy. You're gonna make love to your spouse with that energy. You're going to have this energy infused and rippling throughout your life, and it is the energy of you being true to yourself, not to who you think you need to be, not to following some Instagram models' day-to-day rituals, not to who you think spiritual, balanced, high frequency people appear as in the world, or what their habits are, but what's true for you right now in your life. You do that, and you're going to start feeling this aliveness. You're going to start feeling this connectedness with life. And I can tell you, it's amazing. It's caffeine without the jitters. It's like you just tapped into source, man, and you're right there. Big and small actions, whether it's like picking up the paintbrush and just letting yourself swipe paint all over it, or it's watching that movie you've always wanted to see, or learning that language. But you have to do it from a place of really feeling how it makes you feel when you do it in the moment. Because there's plenty of things you can do. You could be like, you know what? I am going to learn Portuguese. I've always thought I should learn it. I always wanted to. Careful. Because if when you're learning it, you don't feel lit up, you're going to have to say, rest in peace, or let me put that to the side. Maybe someday in the future it will light me up. That's not it for me now. And then you go to the next thing, and the next, and the next. And you find what it is that you really need to incorporate in your life that's just going to infuse you. And like I said, you know, I advocate for living a lot of this in your life, but you only need 10 to 15% to have it ripple throughout you and energize you. But I think when you start with that 10 to 15%, you're going to realize the truth of you needs to be imbued and honored throughout all of your life, and it'll just expand and naturally expand. And all of a sudden, in conversation, you'll be showing up more the way that you want to, in your relationships, with your business, with whatever you're creating, with whatever you're doing, with your own health, with your family members. All of a sudden, this little act of self-honoring by being with the present self and listening and taking action will follow throughout your whole life and create this deep and profound authenticity through everything that you do. You'll find yourself being more honest with people. You'll find yourself being more honest with yourself. You'll find yourself being able to know how you really feel about something. And you'll get out of a whole bunch of traps you could put yourself in otherwise. But I can't emphasize enough how important it is to really connect into what it is that's going to light you up and spark you. And don't rely on what you thought you should do. Oh, I've always envisioned myself to, you know, blah, blah, blah. No, step into you now, your soul now, the inner child now, who you hold inside of you now. What does she want to do at this now point, or he want to do at this now point in your life? And like I said, it could be something as simplistic as mirror work, talking and being present with yourself. It could be something as insane as relocating. It could be something as abstract as doing more headstands. But just honoring these little inner listenings, your energy, your frequency is gonna pop up. It's gonna permeate through everything that you do, everything that you are, and you're gonna be one of those people walking around with a twinkle in their eye, and that energy and that glow and that presence that everyone's going, wow, how do they have so much energy? So go have fun with it.